we have an emerging mental health crisis among teens. Teen suicide among boys is up 30%. It's up 60 to 80% among girls for two reasons. One, we engage in this concierge bulldozer parenting where we use so many sanitary wipes on our kids' lives that they don't develop any requisite immunities when they face adversity. And two, we have these social media platforms and unfettered tech companies that have absolutely no regard, in my opinion, for the mental well-being of our youth, that have no regulation on them. And whereas there's fear of missing out, now teenagers see a party they're not invited to play out in real time alone in their room. So boys bully physically and verbally, girls bully relationally, and we have put nuclear weapons in the hands of young girls to bully relationally. We're seeing self-cutting and self-harm. We are, in my view, seeing an absolute epidemic of depression, which leads to opioid overdoses and opioid addiction. Most people in this room could tell you where the Dow is today. Most people can't tell you where their PSA levels are, their cholesterol levels. We think the Dow is literally the worst metric in the world. It is so damaging to America because it is effectively a measure on the economic well-being of the top 10% of households who own 80% of the stocks. And guess what? Spoiler alert, the top 10% are killing it. What's a better metric that nobody knows? For the last 3 years, for the first time in the history of this nation, our life expectancy is declining in this country. We've never had that happen before because more people will die this year of opioid overdoses than died in the entire Vietnam conflict. Oh, but the Dow's hit new highs. Who cares? And I think part of that, I think that's going to get worse because of, unfortunately, trying to make our kids so physically safe, we don't prepare them emotionally, and because we have tech platforms that aren't subject to the same standards as any other firm we've held accountable in the history of business. So I think a huge source of unhappiness for people of our generation will be teen depression as brought on by this dangerous cocktail of overparenting and unfettered social media platforms.